Let's see what it does this time. Okay, cool. So it told me last time it was private. I'm not sure what that was about. So someone ordered this bag, and so I had to draft it because so it is a bag that I drafted before, except this is a smaller bag. Okay, so I think when I'm sewing bags, people think they're small bags, right? But they really are big bags. Um, Generally, I do bags that can be a crossbody bag, backpack, or a sling. I'll so um, so I draft my own patterns for the most part. I started doing that. Um, I don't know, maybe a year now. Maybe a year now. Anyway, so if I see somebody make a bag, I know I could draft the pattern. If I see a bag, I know I could draft the pattern. Um, and then, of course, though, after drafting the pattern, I have to make sure that the pattern is right by making the bag. So generally, I draft my patterns and then I make the bag. Everything seemed to come out right. And if I end up with some issues, then I figure out how to adjust the issues. And then if I have to make adjustments to the pattern, I will. Now, the one thing that I hate that I do is even when I come up with the calculations, exactly when I go to cut the fabric, I don't know why. In my mind, I keep saying, ooh, I need a little more. Let me just add a little more. A little more, though, can mess up everything, right? Especially if when I drafted it at the correct calculations. So I don't know why I do that, but I do that. Anyway, so I started this bag. I'm gonna turn on the cam. Give me a second. Because I like offering people who buy things from me. I like offering the opportunity for you to see me making it, because there are a lot of bags out there where people are selling things that they are not making. They are selling things, but they're not handmade by them, right? I actually found this type of bag online, and I was like, wow, like, how could anybody make this bag for that cheap? And then when I looked at like the measurements and things like that, and when they tell you that it's really not a functioning bag, like it's something that you might be able to carry once or twice, but then that's it. And I was like, okay, now I understand why they could sell a bag for $9. Because I'm gonna tell you, I can't even buy fabrics and thread for $9. Okay, so I'm gonna just put that. So if you see something that I make and you see it somewhere else cheaper online, nothing wrong with buying it. Okay, the thing is, they're not the same. They're not the same. I see when people order, they say, oh, I thought it was bigger. They said, oh, I should have looked at the measurements. They put the measurements in centimeters. So you thinking you're getting a bag that you could really wear and use, and you're actually getting a little girl's bag. You know what I mean? Or you getting a bag that you think you could really, really use, and you're like, the price is awesome. The thing is, yeah, you're going to use that bag a few times. You're not going to be able to put much in it. And when you do, it's going to come apart. But for the most part, it's just really small. Okay. For the most part. So I have to do that type of research, because if I design a bag, make a bag, and then you go to look and see that you can get that bag cheaper, I need to make sure that I can compete. Because if I can't compete with something, then it's a waste of my time to make it, if that makes sense, right? So y'all see me make my bags that are shaped like coffins, right? And you see the price on my bag. The bag is like $100, right? And you're thinking, well, God damn, why is her bag $100 when I could see a coffin bag for $12. Now you got to know, just based on that, the difference in price, you have to know that's a big difference. Well, you also, because I do the research before I make the bag, I look and I see that they have a coffin bag and it looks so cute. Like even I thought about buying it, right? I was like, let me check this out. But when I put it in the cart and then I started looking, I wanted to know, like, how could they sell this for this price? And then I looked at the measurements. So even if I made a small bag like that, I wouldn't be able to sell it for $9, right? I can't even find fabrics that would even make that worth me making. Okay. Most people don't know about linings. You might have a bag with no lining at all. That's a big difference, right? Even with the clothing, right? I'm seeing clothing made by the people overseas. Their clothing is cheap because there's no lining. It's just mind-boggling. But anyway, listen, I can't compete with the clothing because I'm gonna be honest. If I make you a shirt, that shirt gonna be expensive. I'm not talking about a t-shirt. I can make you some t-shirt because all I'm doing is putting the design on the t-shirts. In fact, I buy the t-shirts and then I'll design them. I can make t-shirts as well, right? My fabric gonna be better, so it's gonna be more comfortable. You're gonna have all sorts of color variations that you can have. You can have one sleeve blue, the other sleeve red, and the rest of the t-shirt, a whole different color, various color. That's what happens when you make custom, when you want something customized. Okay, when you want something customized, then you come to somebody like myself, because you can't find a t-shirt or purchase t-shirts like that. Even if you decide to buy t-shirts where one sleeve is one color, the other is, they're going to be basic primary colors, and they're going to also be more expensive. They're not going to no longer be $20 for the shirt, but now you're talking $30, $40 for the shirt, and it's still going to be, for a t-shirt, $40 for a t-shirt with no design, just that. Anyway, so I started making the shirt, and this purse, I've already done the front of. So this is my bag that looks like a sneaker. The person wanted this type, and they wanted it pink. So you see it's pink. I did put my logo at the top. I do it in embroidery, right? So I put the flaps on, and I like to make my stuff, and I like it to be functional, right? So I'm thinking about these flaps, and I'm thinking, okay, what could I do to make these flaps functional? And I've been thinking about it. And I at first I was thinking I can make this a pocket, right? Like next time I may end up, it'll look just like this, but it will have something here, and it'll be in a pocket. I haven't figured out how to do it yet because I haven't sat down to figure it out. But I was thinking, like, this can absolutely be a pocket, and I don't think anybody will really notice it because I am going to put laces in between here. There will be laces going here, okay? And so I was thinking if I made this into a pocket, but that's another day for another time. I also was thinking about stitching it up, after putting the lace in, stitching it up, and then each side could be an individual pocket, where you might want to put your lip gloss, chapstick. And I was thinking about it, but I'm not sure yet, right? I like to make things that's functional. Of course, I want it to be something cute and different, but also if I can make it functioning, I try to. So anyway, for the person who ordered this, this is what the front looked like so far. This is going to be the inside of the bag. I've also done the other side of the inside of the bag. So this is the front. This is the front inside. This is the front other side. And I put a slip pocket there. Let me see where my phone is. And the slip pocket is big enough to put a phone in. Okay. So you'll be able to put your phone in the slip pocket and some other things as well. Now, because it's a small bag, I'm not making credit card slots, anything like that. Normally I do, but this is the smallest bag I've ever made. I'm gonna be honest. Besides like the fanny packs, this is the smallest bag I've ever made. And this is not even that small, but I think the end result when I calculated was going to be something like wait, I have it written down. Let me see. 9x7, if I'm correct. 9x7. So like people tell me they want a small bag and then they don't tell me what they mean by small. So I asked them, well, what you want in the bag, like what you're going to carry in the bag. And so when they tell me, mostly people want to put their cell phone in the bag. And then they said some keys and a few things. Now I can make a bag that's smaller than this, of course. Because look at this. This is my phone, and still this bag is a nice size. I made it to where you even put it in the bag, even sideways, right? So when you say if you told me you want a bag just for your phone and maybe some credit card slots, I will make a cell phone sling, a bag, which would be way smaller than this. Okay. I do have some cute little bag styles that I don't even, to be honest, I don't have to draft nothing like that. It's real like simple. Unless you tell me you want a pocket for this, you want a pocket for that, you want it, then I'll sit down and draft something out. But this is still a big bag, even for the cell phone. So when they said they want to be able to put a cell phone in it, you might have your phone might be wider than mine, right? So I took account for that. And I also, when I did look, I was shocked to see a bag like this already. I don't know why I was shocked, because like it's ridiculous, right? I'm not creating something new. But in my mind, I was like, oh, I could make a bag shaped like a shoe. And I'm not lying. I thought about it and thought about it and thought about it. And I was like, yeah, I could do it, And then I saw somebody on YouTube with a make it. And I was like, oh yeah, that's cool, right? I could do that. So I thought, yeah, they made it. I don't even know if they were selling it. I'm not sure. So I decided to make it, right? To draft it out. And then I decided to look just last week, to see if anybody was selling these bags. Like, it was so many. But like I said, it wasn't like it looked like this, but they tiny bags. And I was like, wow, I can't believe that, right? Anyway, the thing is, when you get a bag from me or anybody who make custom items, who really make their own items, you could really get it any way you want, right? Let me show you though. Remember y'all saw me making something like this earlier, like 2 weeks ago. And that's where the person wanted to order this from. They saw me make that. But let me show you the difference. This is what y'all saw me making. This is this bag. This is nowhere near as big. This is a backpack. This bag is big enough to be a backpack. I actually making it into a crossbody / backpack. This is a big bag. This is wide. You can't, this is wide. This one is only going to be like an inch, actually 2 inches. I think I'm in depth. I think I'm doing 2 inches. I think, yeah. So this is going to be 2 inches, and this one is 4. This is double the width. You're going to be able to put books in here. You're going to be able to put your iPad. I think I could put my iPad in here. Legally can have my iPad, so I'm not sure, right? But I think that's how I designed it, to be able to put an iPad in here. So when the person saw me make that, and I told them, well, I got to draft this one, when she told me she wanted this smaller, she probably was confused. She said she probably was thinking, well, I know I saw you making them already. And I was like, nah, the bag you want is way smaller. Because I asked her, like, did you want it to be a sling? A sling in a backpack, what's the difference? Well, backpack goes on your back, but uses both your arms. It goes in both your arms. A sling can go across your body, in the front or the back, and it just usually go over one arm, one shoulder or whatever. I'm not sure how to say it. So this can be a sling as well, but she didn't want a sling, so it's not going to be a sling. But if she hadn't ordered it and I was just making it just to test it out, and I didn't have somebody buying it already, then I would have made it a crossbody / sling, right? Mainly because the men prefer slings. They like to put it across their bodies, and I think the sneaker is something that men will like, but they're not gonna want it as they're not gonna want it as a crossbody. They're not gonna want a sneaker as a crossbody unless I jazz it up and pimp it out into like a Jordan sneaker, which I can do. I can do, depending on the fabrics, put some designs on it. I could put the Nike check on it, the Jordan Jumpman logo. I could really pimp this out if I wanted to, especially around the gusset. It could look really good. Okay, the top don't have to be white. I could make it any color you want, right? But anyway, so far this one is just going to be, she just wanted a crossbody, and so that's the front. That's the inside of the bag on that side. This is the other inside of the bag. Now, I was debating how I wanted to do the back. So the back of the bag, the bigger bag, is a zipper pocket. But this bag is too small. I'm thinking, you don't need the bag to be that expensive, but the more hardware I use, the more expensive the bag is. The bag is not expensive because I just think I'm fabulous and deserve to get hundreds of dollars. The bag is expensive because my time and the equipment, the hardware, the fabrics, the types of fabrics, right? And so this bag, if I was going to put a zipper on it, let me show you the back of the bag. Well, I don't have to show you the actual back of the bag yet because I'm getting ready to make the back of the bag. But let's say this is the back of the bag, right? This is not the back of the bag, will be white. But let's say this is the back of the bag. On my big one, I had a zipper going across. Okay, but this bag, this is the size of the bag without being sewn together. We're going to be taking a 1/2 inch all around this bag. So it's going to be much smaller than what we see, because we see it without being sewn together, right? In order for me to sew something together, I'm going to take away all of this to stitch it together. There's going to be a lot of this gone. This is really going to be just the center portion of this bag. It's really going to fit this foam nicely, okay? But it's not going to be all that free room that you see, because 1/2 inch coming from the top to bottom and both sides. Okay. Anyway, thought I saw something. Okay. So what I'm saying, so I decide if I put a zipper here, remember I'm taking a 1/2 inch off of here, a 1/2 inch from here. That means I have a very small area for a zipper. And then I was thinking, okay, I'm only going to be able to use like 3 inches, a 3-inch zipper. Now I do have zippers and I have no problem making it 3 inches, but you wouldn't be able to really, even though you will have this space here, and if I'm correct, this phone is 4 inches, either 4 or 4.5 inches. I wouldn't even be able to put my phone inside that little zipper pouch in the back. And I was thinking, well, it's not functional. It's not functional for me to do it that way. So I've been sitting here for like an hour thinking, okay, how should I do it? Because I was thinking about putting the zipper, this the bag, but I was going to run the zipper horizontally. I'm going to run it this way, which would have gave a lot more space, and I could have made the zipper 7 inches long. I know because that's the way I was going to do it. But then I was thinking, okay, by the time I put my zipper in my zipper pull, and now I'm adding more price to the bag, is the person going to use that? They may, the way I was going to do it, I was going to need another portion for the zipper, and I was thinking, okay, that's a little more costly. Okay, so what I decided to do is what I'm about to do now, and I'm going to make a slip pocket in the back. Okay, a slip pocket just means it's like this, but a little different. Joann's have some sale, huh? So it's like this, which means you slip whatever you want in it. Slip whatever you want in it. Okay, that's what a slip pocket is. It's gonna be a little different than this, and that's what I'm about to do now. So I have the interior of the pocket and then the exterior of the pocket, and I'm gonna stitch that together, and then we're gonna put this bag together. Now I have like 5 bags that need to be sewn together. I did most of the work that I could do here. I can't not stitch this bag together on this sewing machine. All I can do is piece the pieces together. But when I go to piece all the pieces together to make the bag, wait, okay, let me fix that. All I can do is sew the individual pieces, right? I put this slip pocket on this. I've already added the batting to this piece. On this piece, I've already did the top and the front, and I added these, right? And then I put batting on the back, and then I put the inside lining on. So I stitched that, right? So I was able to do this on here. I was able to do this on here. And what I'm about to do with the back, I'm going to be able to do on here. What I cannot do is take this, and all the others, and then stitch it together to put the bag together, because this machine cannot handle it. This is going to end up being, if I'm calculating right, between 11 and 16 layers of fabric to put this bag together. This right here, just this front, is 2, 4, 5, 6. This is 6 layers, just this little piece, 6 layers of fabric. Okay, because I sewed this. Actually, this is 4, 5, 6. This is 7 layers of fabric. This little piece is 7 layers of fabric. 7 layers. It has some heftiness to it too. This is 7 layers. Okay, just for me doing this was 2, 3. This is 3. Because no, I'm sorry. This is actually 4. This little tiny piece is 4 layers of fabric, because I have 2 plus both of them are interfaced. That's 4. 4 layers of fabric. So that's 4 layers just in this. Then there's another 3 layers with, because I have this panel that I created, which is 1 layer. And then I have it interfaced, especially the bottom part. That's 2 layers. Then I ended up putting the batting, which is 3 layers. And then I put the inside on. That's 4 layers. So this is 4 layers. And then this is 4 layers. So in this portion of this bag, that's 8 layers. This machine can handle the 8 layers. It's not going to do too much more than that, though. Okay, it's not going to do too much more of that. I might be able to, yeah, no, it's not. Now downstairs on my Juicy, I have a, what is it, 1180 in some shit like that. I don't know the exact number. That's a walking foot, and that can go through. I think the most I've able to go was 20 layers, 20 something layers, and I was still able to go through. Okay, so that's an industrial machine. It could go through leather, and this bag is a mixture of vinyl. The back is vinyl, the top toe area is vinyl, the gusset is vinyl. So yeah, it's a mixture of fabrics. Okay, so let me. Oh, look like it almost came out on me. So you're gonna see me do things that I wouldn't advise anyone to do if you're new. Like not use pins, or maybe most of the times I'm not going to use clips until I need to. And then there's going to be times where when I put the bag together, I'm probably going to use staples, maybe. And so that's all I could tell you. Now, if you want to watch me, so that's cool. I don't want to talk unless I don't want to talk. I want to listen to music, to be honest, so I can get this done. So I'm going to finish doing what I need to do on this machine. And then tomorrow, or maybe tonight, depending on my sleep, how I feel. If I have I have an appointment tomorrow, and I don't know. But anyway, when I go downstairs, I will be trying to put all the bags together. But definitely this bag for sure, because this bag is already ordered. Okay. I did not give her the price of the bag because first, this is my first time. I had to draft it, and then I am sewing it. I didn't want to give her a price, and then she'd be waiting a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks for a bag. So I don't usually do it like that. And I know people like to see the stuff and want to order this stuff, and they don't like when I say, well, hit me up in the email, or you know what I mean? Custom. I'm not sure if people understand what custom, but if you see something that you like, that I've already made, that I already, because everything that I made that wasn't already ordered, that was me testing out my pattern. Everything came out actually very well. Okay. But anyway, I guess I realized that Matt is Matt, and I do take pride in knowing that. I do want to listen to music though. So I decided to make a slip pocket. I think I mentioned that in the back instead of a zipper pocket. And so that's what I'm making now. First of all, I want to trim that. Let me see. Sometimes I have to trim it, but sometimes it's best not to trim, especially since this is going to be the top. Keep that there to kind of help it keep some stability, especially if I'm going to top stitch it. Okay, so what I'm doing, so I want the inside of the pocket to have the lining, okay? Y'all, you may have seen bags that don't have linings. Like bags that don't have linings would be cheaper and easier to make. Because I could have just sewn this piece on the back. I could have taken this, sewn it on the back, and it would have still been a pocket. It would have been a thin pocket. It still would have been structurally sound. It just it's just that linings, like this fabric is softer to, if you put your phone in there, it won't scratch it up, where this may scratch your phone screen up, but this won't. This is a fleece that I used. I like it. The fabric is fleece, and then I'm using fleece in the bag as well, which I think I've already mentioned that. Trying to see. Sometimes I like to have a little of the bag, the coloring peek out. Sometimes it makes the bag give it some personality, but I don't think I'm gonna do that this time. Okay. What's a roll? Sometimes I don't want that at all to show, and then I would even push it further down, but I'm not sure which way I want it yet. I'm gonna keep that seam allowance there with support. No. I'm gonna do a top stitch. And I want to stitch it. I'm gonna do it at 3.5. Okay. I've been learning as I do my bags that I'm being too picky to this, to that. Because one time I spent like 2 hours on making a pocket, and I am not gonna lie, that pocket came out looking so good. I am so proud of myself. And then when I put that bag together, nobody's gonna ever see that pocket. And all the time that I spent on that pocket, no one is ever going to see it. Okay, ever. It's in the inside. Someone called me. I don't know why my phone's ringing. Oh, look, I just sent me a picture. Hold up. Oh, okay. Wait a minute. I don't know why I didn't get it. Maybe they didn't call me. Maybe they emailed me. Let me see. No, but that looked good. Why didn't my phone ring? Oh, and my phone does that. People don't be believing me. People always think mom is just be mine. I don't like my phone don't ring. I don't even know why I can't talk to it except unless it's on speaker. Truth is, I don't leak had my phone, stuff don't work, and I never tried to fix it or even see why. I just know it don't work. But I did just get something, and they sent me an image. But I don't even. They must have sent it to me email. But the phone did not ring. Oh, they did send me email. Okay. That's cute. What did it say? Don't be. And I think she said it's towels. What is it? Um, I'm wanting to get both of these towels and oh, hand towels. Okay. Oh, that's easy. I'll talk to you if you're listening right now. I'll talk to you about that. Uh-oh. I'm gonna do a double. No, I'm not gonna do it. Too short. Okay. So this is the inside of the pocket. This is the outside pocket, and this is the back of the bag. There's nothing too fancy. Okay, so this is just the back of the bag, and I'm gonna put this. I think I got it. What's I do? And so this would be the back of the bag. Right? I'm gonna and with the slip pocket there. Not gonna really be able to tell. I'm gonna stitch this together in a second. I made it a little bigger, okay, just to make sure everything lines up where I need it to. I am gonna try to use this. I do want to make sure though that there's no clips on this. But when I cut this, I was oh yeah. Wait, let's see. Oh, that's not straight. Yes. Okay, so no, I don't want that. I need that to be flat. Watching at all. Yeah, I want to make sure that the phone will fit in there. So yeah, a phone, that's a nice size pocket. But remember, this is not the end. This is not the end size. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just kind of try to stitch this with a long stitch, with my longest stitch, just to kind of keep it on until I get ready for it. I don't have to spray or anything. It just needs to be together. Okay, because this is just called just base stitching it together. Okay, and that's the pocket on the back of the bag. It's stitched together. I didn't even catch this side because it wasn't even. But I'm about to even it out real quick by cutting this extra excess stuff off. Then I could go around and do that again if I need to. the real, could not see the real size of the bag. And then this still is bigger than even this. See, so now it's the front and this, that's the back of the bag. That's the front of the bag. This is the front of the bag. That's gonna be the back of the bag, with just a slip pocket. Okay. That's how I decided to do it. I was thinking about putting something cute on it, but see, that's why I take too long making these bags. Always wanting them to change something up, thinking, oh, it look better with this. Now I could have, and I still can, make a magnetic closure right here. I could do it because it's just and to where the bag will close up, but that means adding more to the cost of the bag. Now, the thing, I would do that if this was a shorter pocket, but this is a deep pocket. And so I'm trying to think if that needs a closure on it. I could put a closure right in the center. Good. I don't think I am though. Because if you have a phone in it, yeah, I'm not gonna put a closure. It's deep, it's good. But I do want to catch what I missed. All I'm doing is basting it off. That's it. Perfect. It just has to be basted. Okay. So that's pocket is basted on, and that's the pocket. Okay. And that's the back of the bag. And truthfully, most people are not gonna be able to see that. One person. So let's see. It's all white, so generally it looks like it's just white, like it's just the back of the bag, but it does have a slip pocket. So, and that's the front of the bag. Okay. And that is cute. I'm not gonna lie, I like this so far. Just need to see what the inside, the results of the size is gonna be. Okay. Okay, so now that I have the back done, I did make a pattern piece so I can add that to my pattern base. And so now we're going to take this part and baste it with this part. So this is the back of the bag, and this is the inside of the back side of the bag. Right, so we're going to baste that together. Okay. And believe it or not, you just saw me take two pieces when I put this together. I didn't have any interfacing and aligning. I didn't think I needed it. So that's 2. Then this is 3. So this is 3 layers. And then I think I told y'all this was, and when I talk about layers, I'm talking about around the edge, putting it back together. So that won't count this because I didn't bring this all the way to the edge to keep that. I could have made this pocket that would have took it all the way to the edge and all the way to the bottom. But I didn't want to do that because I didn't want it in the edge. Okay. So this is 1, 2, 3. This is 3 layers. And then this is 3 layers. So this is 6 layers that I'm about to go through just to stitch this part together. Okay, I'm about to baste it together. So I think when I did the other, I told y'all that was how many layers? Even if I think it was a little more than 6, I think it was 7 or 8, something like that. So that one side is 8 layers. This little piece is I forgot, but that's why this machine won't be able. Remember when I put the bag together, I'm putting all these layers together, and there's still more. I'm not just gonna take this and stitch it to this, and that'd be cool, because this right, these layers right here, the front and the back alone is, I think, like 7, 6, 13 layers. This is 13 layers. But this would be a little cool little bag, I guess, if I did it like this. That wouldn't be worth nothing. I remember I'm going to put something down here and up here, which going to add another 6 layers. This machine cannot handle it. I don't think there's, to make bags, you need an industrial machine. Okay. You might be able to make a little cute little bag with this type of machine. Y'all see me make cute little bags, fanny pack. I can make a tote bag. But when we talk about real bags, cannot make that on this type of machine. It's $1,000 machine. Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna base this on, and I'm gonna use the back. I'm gonna start at the back. That's where the big layers start, and I just need to base it on within that seam allowance. Sometimes my thread can't handle this. I've had thread like on this machine. Let's make a bag on this machine. Just basting it on. That's all I'm doing. It's not something that's gonna hold forever. It's just there to hold until I start stitching everything together. So I'm going in the seam allowance all the way as close to the edge as I can get. And now I'm going to the lower, where I don't have to worry about that extra pocket. This is long stitch. Messing up when I do that. Okay, so I based the back into the back panel inside. And now, when I put the phone in, the phone is secured in there. And I do have to cut some of this stuff off. I'll worry about that later. So now I'm about to do the last portion, which is the gusset and the zipper panel. Okay. And then I'll be able to put this bag together. But so far, this is the front. I'm not gonna cut this down the size until I get to the gusset and everything. But I will be cutting this down to size. Okay. See that? That's too tall. So we're gonna be taking off, yeah, like an inch off the top of that back. Okay. This is a pretty hefty bag. I probably shouldn't have put that fleece in there. But that's why when she get this bag, she gonna know whatever I charge her, it's well worth it. You're gonna be able to feel it. You could buy. Look, I would pay anybody if you buy the bag from me, and then you see one online for like $9. Buy that bag, and if this bag comes anywhere close to that bag, then I will pay you what you spent with my bag and that bag, and you'll be able to keep the bags. Okay, because this side right here weighs more than that bag. Just one panel on my bag weighs more than their bag. Okay, this panel could stand up by itself, and this bag also gonna protect your phone because I put fleece inside it on both sides. It's squishy, it's soft. See, and I can squish it and it comes back. Okay, it's not gonna get wrinkled. It's not gonna look scrabbled. You're not gonna want to throw it up and have the bag in the corner, because even if you do, it's not gonna stay. You see, it's not gonna stay scrabbled up that way. Okay. So, anybody want to take me up that? Let me know. Okay. I would put a sling. That way she could. A sling means she'll be able to carry it across her body too, like a book bag, but it could go across her body and on her back if she didn't feel like just having it on her shoulder. Right? And I don't think she said she wanted a crossbody. And the only difference between a crossbody and a regular shoulder bag is I would make the strap much longer. So, and adjustable. A shoulder bag, I don't even have to make a shoulder bag adjustable, to be honest, which would save me money and time and hardware. A shoulder bag, I could just put it at a certain length and just say, okay, here it is. Okay, now it's time to do the gussets. These are my pieces for my gusset and my zipper pen. So it should be the zipper. And I decided to put fleece in there. I was thinking about putting foam there, which keeps the shape, but this is a small bag, so I decided to do fleece. And I'm gonna be honest, I'm thinking about not even putting the fleece there. It's at the zipper. Why do I need fleece at the zipper? It adds bulk. But I could take the fleece out of the seam allowance if I wanted to. That's not a problem, but this is vinyl, and vinyl does kind of hold its shape because I do want that curved shape at the top. But I noticed when I made two bags. Okay, let me show you a bag that I made without. I can't show you the last one, but let me show you. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna show you two bags. Okay. Also, see, when I made this bag, see how big that bag is? People think this bag is small. This bag is not small. This is a bag that's not even done yet. This is the big bag. These are nowhere near the same size. Do y'all see that? This is nowhere near the same size. Look at that. Okay. You could put iPad in here. If you have you can even put the iPad Pro in here. This is a big bag. And this is going to be a tiny bag. Yeah. This bag is the same size as the shoe bag that I showed. This one just finished. Okay, this one is just finished. So the reason I pulled this out is to show you this top up here. So this I did not put anything up in the zipper. This is called the zipper panel because that's what the zipper is. And when I made this bag, I didn't put anything up here. And it really shouldn't need anything up there, to be honest, but where I did put foam or fleece, you can see it keeps its shape, its roundness. But at the top up here, it collapsed a little bit. See that little collapse? Now here is the bag that I made, and I put the fleece everywhere. I put it at the top and at the bottom. And this is that coffin bag. And see how that is already puffed out? That's not collapsing at all. And it's just a little strip of padding. It's just a little strip just in between the zipper piece and me sewing the piece on. I think this is less than 1 inch wide, but it helps keep the foam, right? This is back. You could squish this back. You could squish this back and it will come back to its shape, okay? And it's sturdy. This bag is sturdy, and this bag is big. This is shaped like a coffin. So when I did look online, which I did see coffin bags online already, that's what made me want one. I was like, I like that. It's different, you know. Uh-oh, I gotta make sure. I gotta run this under my sewing machine again. Yeah, this bag. So that's why. So yeah, this is a big bag. This is a big bag. People are like, oh, I didn't know it was that big. I'm like, no, I made it. I had to make it big enough so at least something could go at the bottom. If it would have been smaller, then nothing would fit in the smaller space. Remember, the top and the bottom are smaller, but then it comes out deep in this area. And if you want to be able to really put something in here, and look at the depth. The depth is, if I'm correct, 4 inches. I did 4 inches on it. Okay, this is a big bag. These are big bags. But anyway, the foam gives it this shape, and it makes it real soft, smushy, squishy, and then all you do is pull it out, and it retains its shape. You can put this and put it inside of another bag, like in your luggage and things like that. Yeah. And then I did make it to where it's a sling. I was wanting to make it a backpack, but I didn't have O-rings. The idea that I had failed because this D-ring is too short. I needed an O-ring. So instead of me calling this a backpack, which I did put both sides, I call it a sling. You can flip it here or here or on the other side, depending on how you want to wear it on your body. Okay? And this one still is available. Okay? But I'm going to have to put that so I could take that downstairs and run that on my machine downstairs. But once again, I do see an issue. If you see any issues with the bag, send the bag back and I'll fix it. Because I'm going to tell you, the only thing I am not sure about, it's only one thing, and that's how the thread will hold up. I'm not concerned about this thread. This thread is only used on small portions and it do fine. Talking about the thread around, and I did buy some expensive thread that should go with the machine that does, and it should hold up. Okay, shouldn't be no problems. But if somebody say, hey, because I've only heard somebody say that they sold bags and somebody told them that the strap broke. I don't know if it's true or not, but that's what they said. And I was like, but damn, I'm taking your advice on what thread to use. And you telling me you have customers, or a customer told you the strap broke? That's not good. All right, that's not good. I'm like, oh my God. I sold quite a few bags. No one has ever called and said, hey, my strap broke. You know? And I'm going to be honest with you. Like, when I buy thread, I used to try to get me a good deal on thread. And then I realized, nope, that's not good. I could get some sales if the thread is on sale. That's one thing. But to get cheaper one time I bought, this was years ago when I first started getting back into sewing, but I wasn't sewing bags though. So it's okay, right? But I wasn't sewing bags. I ended up buying a whole lot of thread from what's the name of that place in China? And it takes a while to come. Can't think of the name of it. Cheap place. I ended up getting me some fabric squares, which were not what I thought it would be. They were little small ass pieces. But I ended up getting some threads. I got a root measuring tape, and the measuring tape is all wrong. Man, listen, I bought a measuring tape, and the measuring tape is wrong. I made Leak something using that measuring tape. I couldn't believe it. When I went to put the pants on Leak, this was when he was an infant, when he was a baby, right? This is when he was a baby. And I made the pants. I was like, yeah, I was getting into drafting. And I took his measurements, everything. And I sewed them pants. Now, let me tell you, I was thinking the pants would come out bigger. Because like I said, when I start cutting, I get nervous. So I cut things bigger. So I was thinking, when I put these on legally, if anything, they're going to be bigger. And then I can adjust it. I couldn't even put them pants on legally. I was like, what the hell? And one day, I don't know what I did wrong. I did the calculations again. I was like, nah, what the world? And then one day I was sewing and I reached for the tape. It's blue. It's so, I don't know if I threw it away. I knew something told me to throw it away. It's blue. I may have thrown it away, but I reached for it and I was measuring. And then I don't know why, but my other measuring tape was close by. Actually, what I think what happened is now I can look at the measure of things and I could tell how many inches it is just by glancing at it. And so I think I measured and then I looked and I said, nah, that don't look right. So I measured with another measuring tape. Man, it was so off that, and I was thinking, well, maybe it's millimeters, and it wasn't. The millimeters on the other side, or the centimeters, I'm sorry, was on the other side, and that was all wrong too. Why would they sell me some shit with it's just a measuring tape. Measured and it's all wrong. Anyway, let me get this working, y'all, because I'm talking. That's why I don't talk. I shouldn't talk anyway. I should just listen to some music. Okay. I had to let my Apple music go, which I really hate. I'm gonna be honest. I love Apple Music, but Apple Music was cutting in my funding, and I hate that I let it go. I might have to get it back. I've been saying I'm gonna get it back for months and months. Only when I do I. My sons told me they don't do Apple Music anymore. They do something called Spotify, but they didn't show me how to do it. I don't know how to do it. I did download it, but I'm like, I don't know how to do it. I'm gonna have to look at some videos and catch up. I don't know how to find music. Like I want a playlist. No, I got SoundCloud. I don't know what that does either. Can I find somebody's playlist and then they keep me up to date on things? That's what I want. Okay. J. Cole with no cap. No, I want some people's playlists. Like, I got some workout stuff. I need to start working out. New music now. I don't even know if Drake dropped it. I don't know, like in the last year, I don't know. Because I let Apple Music go. I swear to God, I don't want to pay for it. I might have to though. Apple Music, let me. Yeah. How much is Apple Music? They're gonna give me. If they're gonna give me a free trial, they say I can get 1 month free. Get 1 month free of Apple Music Voice. What's that? What is Apple Music Voice? Apple Music Voice. Oh, Rush. Usher gonna be doing the Apple Music Rush. I don't know what that is, y'all. Apple Music Voice. Let me look at that up on YouTube. Apple Music Voice. Okay,
This video is sponsored by OWC.
Nobody
Do
gets-
this by asking Siri exactly is the Siri voice plan. And I think the most important thing
What
is
did you say?
$4.99 price point. All right, so what exactly is the Siri voice plan? And I think the most important thing that I want to touch on is that this is not, and I repeat, not an additional charge to the current $9.99 Apple Music plan that probably most of you already have. I saw a lot of people think that this was an additional charge in order to use Siri with Apple Music, and that's just not the case. If you're an Apple Music subscriber already, then nothing will change for you. You can use Siri the way it already works with Apple Music, unless you want to downgrade to this voice plan tier and save $5 a month. This is good for those who really never listen to music unless they're asking Siri to do so, whether they're in their car or they're at home using a HomePod or even just their phone, and they don't really care about having a library or a visual interface. So that really sums it up. This is used strictly via Siri, meaning there's a very limited visual interface through the music app, and you really can't save anything to your library, create playlists, etc. The plan has access to over 90 million songs on Apple Music, but again, the main catch here is that you need to ask Siri to play those songs for you. So you can ask Siri to play music on any Siri-enabled device, like I said before, your iPhone, your iPad, iPod Touch, Mac, Apple Watch, Apple TV, HomePod Mini, and AirPods, as well as through CarPlay. This plan also works with Type to Siri, the accessibility feature, according to the fine print on Apple's website. Now, I will say there is a limited UI, and I did find that slightly more useful than what I thought it was going to be. I assumed searching for albums, artists, and songs was not available at all and had to be done strictly via Siri, but the search tab is actually available and operates normally with Apple Music content. Well, kind of. You still won't be able to actually play the song that you search for, but you can instead listen to a preview. And if you want to listen to that full song, then you'll have to ask Siri to do that. Unfortunately, you cannot add any artists, albums, or songs. I think I've said this many times, but I want to stress that you basically cannot have a library consisting of Apple Music content, and you cannot listen offline. You cannot download any music. As far as the rest of the UI, your Listen Now tab is filled with example.
Hell no. Okay. We're not going to be doing that. Yeah, we're not going to do that. Oh, that don't make no goddamn sense. Suppose I got to remember every song in order to get it to play. We're going to have to say no. Okay. I might have to try this Spotify. I should figure out this. Usher. Let's see. I'm going to go to YouTube. YouTube have music, but I don't know how to do it either. So I'm going to just put in 2023. What month this is? October. I'm going to see if somebody got October R&B. Music. Let's see. 2 days ago, somebody put something out. But Okay. I haven't seen my beats in a while because I should have a credit set somewhere up here. But y'all gonna get to watch me so, but y'all, I'm not talking anymore. I'm tired talking. Okay. But um, hmm. I know I've seen headset somewhere around here. Okay. Well, some I never used. Where is my box to my phone? Now, when I buy phones, it comes with the earbuds, and I never use them because I keep them for forever. I guess I'm gonna use, and I bought that phone for going on 4 years now, and I never opened the box and used the stuff in it. I just saw a box the other day. Is that it? I don't know. Let me see. I don't think this is the right box. I think this was my phone before. Let's see, which was the phone before? Yeah, this not the one. This must be when I got my iPhone. What iPhone is this? I don't even know. But this is outfits. I have another one. I saw you just the other day. Where's my phone? I mean my oh, I'm looking for my beats. No, that's the case, my beats case. Looking for my purse. Let's see, it's my beats case with my wallet in it. Yeah, see. Okay, that's the case. Where's my purse? Here we go. Yeah, I got the sewing stuff right here that I pulled out for the weekend and didn't use any of it. It was sitting by my bed or in my room, not by the bed, but in my room here. But it's not a good thing. My hubby's gonna get tired of it being here soon. He's gonna be like, when you gonna get that shit out? I'm gonna get it out there. Where is my? And then I switch around so many different bags, yo. I do need this bag because I'm about to go through that in a minute. And this is another bag that I'm not finished doing. It would be nice if I could find my beats. I'm gonna it downstairs. What is I mean, I could be moving my stuff. And I know he'd be trying to help, but I promise you, he don't be helping. He make things worse. He'd be like, well, I was helping you get things out the way. And I was like, no, don't move it until I move it. When I move it, then I know where I move it. You know what I mean? Like I know exactly where it's at. And so that's why I don't move it right away. He'd be probably thinking that he's helping, but he make things worse when he does that. He make things a lot worse. Because then when I go to start looking for stuff, I can't find it. because I knew exactly where I had it. Now I don't know where. And now I had my phone case. I ran across it. I was looking outside. Oh, no, that I don't think that's it. No, that cannot be it. Because that has something on top of it. Let me look. I don't think that's it though. I've been labeling items and trying to find some stuff around here. Let's see. Let's see which box this is. Nope. Oh, I don't want to die. It's going to die. If it die, I come back. What Apple phone this is? I think this is my. So what I got a 13? No, I have a 12. I don't know which phone I have, but this is my last one, whichever. Come on, don't die on me, please. Don't. Did I unplug you? I did not. But I did kind of unplug you. So that's a phone. And I think this was the 8. I think this was my son's box. I think this phone though goes from this box. This has the stickers and the piece to get the what's coming in. So this phone goes in this box. And we traded in the 8. We traded in 2 10, no, not 10, 12s. That was the first time we traded in phones, but I have a lot of phones that I still have Apple phones. Apple, the 5C, the 6 Plus, I still got that. The 8, it was his. I didn't get an 8. I ended up with the 10. I gave him my 10. And then with the 10, we got the 12. And then what came after the 12? That's what this is, I think. I don't know. I'm not upgrading no more phones. Okay, I think they're on like the 15th. So if this is the 15th, then I mean the phone I got is the 13th. I don't remember no 14th coming out. Okay. I don't remember. I don't know. I stopped keeping up. Okay. The only way I get an upgraded phone if it's that motherfucker is free. If it's free, then maybe. Okay. I will switch to a goddamn flip phone if these people keep playing with me. Okay. These motherfuckers keep everything going up and they ain't giving no more money. We as consumers got to save enough is a goddamn enough. Although I do miss my Apple Music and I'm thinking about getting it. I ain't gonna tell no lie. I'm thinking about signing back up. I think I haven't had it in like 2 years. It's definitely been since COVID. And that's some real shit. I think I had it for a year after COVID. Then I let it go. Hold up. I have to find my headset. Something to see me. Something for me to see me. Not to be both good, you know, the one that go to the phones. You see my beat? My beats, I know they probably downstairs where I sew at, but I know I have some ears. Dogs around in the creature. I just haven't listened to music in so long. But I just don't know where you be. Where you be? Where you be? Where you be, baby? Where you be? I really need to, oh, man. Where you be, baby? Where you be? Are you up here? You should be up here as a matter of fact. Where you be, baby? Where you be? Where? Oh, the gap. The gap. Oh, look at how black there. Look at how down. I've been straightening this area up in a couple of weeks now. My headset, I don't know. You should have been right there. Where they at? Get the gap. This is ridiculous. But that means hubby move. Or legally, I have a grandson, so I can't really legally will grab some stuff, okay? You be wondering where that shit at. You find it a year later in his daddy's room or in his room. You're like, legally, where is my I don't want to grab my husband's face. His stuff is that cheap ass shit, that when my son, I just asked myself a headset. And I know he got a brand new headset. I just saw him get a new headset. It might be for gaming though. I don't know. I'm gonna go and see. Because my youngest son is stingy than a motherfucker, right? That's on some real shit. He's stingy. He be wanting to know why you want to use his stuff. When mine at. But like, what are you talking about? It don't matter where mine at. When I ask you for yours, you give it to me. That's what I have to go and tell him right in this moment. Because I remember I saw him with a new headset just recently. His son, I'm going to hold him responsible for my stuff at. Oh, here you go, right here. Right in my face. Right in my face. There you go. That's the news. That should be it. Right. It was right there in my face. Sitting on the dresser, sitting on the bed. And this is the newest iPhone. See? So I don't know which iPhone this is. I think that's the 8, and I think that's for my son. And then this is an iPhone, and then this other iPhone. Now, I don't know which one of these are the newest one. I guess I'll have to read them. And that shit is small as hell. I could tell by this got to be an older box. The reason I said that because this says 64 gigs, and I know I have no 64 gigs in a long time. Oh, here you go. iPhone. This is iPhone 12. And this one, iPhone X. This is iPhone X, which is iPhone 10. But see, oh man, my bit. What? Okay, that's just the wire and the charger. Oh, I had buzzing. My son done took them. Because I know I didn't take them. I never used them. Every phone I get, I never use. My kids come grab them. No, man. They come, Mom, can I get that? No, I'm going. Give him. He got earbuds. He got the buds that go in. Yeah, I don't like. Ooh, I need a bigger house. Okay, so I have my own room with my own sewing room. Okay. It shouldn't be in the drawer. This is my sewing stuff. On some real shit, he would move it and put things where it don't go, which is why I can't find nothing. You start messing with my drawers. Once everything get mixed up, that's it. I get lost and confused. Did they give me earbuds with my iPad? Let's see. If they did, I don't think they did though. Because I keep all my boxes as well. I don't think this is my new iPad though. This one. It's one from years ago. It had a gold back. Nope. Torches in my hand. What's in here? This is my iPad. What is this? Yeah, it's from years ago. The new one is black. This one was white with gold back. I'm gonna have to start throwing these boxes away. I don't know why I keep them in there. Dumb as hell. I figured if I sold them, and I still do have all my iPads. I do have I have like 4 iPads. I do. I kind of don't. I don't know why I don't sell them. And then Leak I gave him my iPad Mini, which is here. Well, this the one that box was in. It's this one. It hasn't been charged in a while. I need to charge it up. Leak got my new black one, the latest one that I see, and then my iPad Mini somewhere around here too. And then I have the first iPad I had. Oh, I do see another iPhone box. Yeah, I see you. Am I going to get you? Yeah, I'm going to get you. I know I have earbuds in one of the boxes, unless my kids got a hold to them. In fact, all the boxes have earbuds in. Not buds. I think they'll call them earbuds when they're wireless. But all my boxes, I wouldn't have kept the box if it was just an empty box. So all of them had music. All of them. In that box I just opened a few minutes ago, they had theirs in there just last month. Which iPhone is this? This is iPhone 6 box. Come on, open the pile over here. I don't know if there's anything in here. Maybe the phone might be in here. Open that box. Nope, nothing's on here. The phone, though, I still have the iPhone 6. I have it. I know where it's at. It's in the drawer over there. Keep it for as a hard drive, external drive. Some of these iPhones was out before they had the cloud, and so you could use them as external drives. So that's what I was using them in. Store shit on. That's in the hell on my beach on some real shit. Like, are you saying the beach? You should be in here, but I don't. This is my son's basket, but I do not see you in here. I give up. Yeah. I didn't look in the drawer. Let me look in here. Maybe it should be hidden. Although I might find some good words in here. They will not be the ones I'm looking for. Like I see these earbuds, but I can't play those with my iPhone because they have a different type of jack. Okay, I'll get it. I'll get it. I'll get it. This is the greatest thing ever. I haven't played my. I haven't had my beats in quite some time. That is true. Well, they better not be in a car, because if they're in a car, I wouldn't have left them in the car. I wouldn't have done it. Okay, I have another purse. That's why it's not a purse. My microphone's first. Okay, so I have this purse here. I haven't used you in a while. Yeah, I do have. Wow. I love this purse. I use this purse. Wow. Might use it tomorrow. Where's my microphone purse? Anyway. Yeah, I'm gonna be all night just looking for. It's almost 9 o'clock. Okay, let me just get this done. Let me get this done. I'm not happy about this. So this is what I used to put the pieces on the front. These pieces right here, the eyelets for the strings. I use these tools. I can't lose them because if I do, I lost them before. I had to buy another set. And then the eyelet set. And put that on here in my other sets. Yeah, my earbuds should no lie should be right here. But just remember, Legally did drop one of my one of these. He dropped one like 2 weeks ago. Dropped it right here. But I thought I picked everything up. Oh damn, did I just print that? I did. My paper anyway. Another one. I was going to send that to somebody to measure their head. They wanted a hat. Okay. So let's get this bag done. Let's get this bag. This is a zipper. This is for the bottom gusset, and this is zipper. So now I'm going to decide what do I want to be the top and the bottom. What did I let be the back? Let me see the back. Okay, so see this type of vinyl has two sides, and I try to mix up the sides. So I use this side to look more like the fabric on the outside, in the front, on the back. But I said I was going to use the shiny side for the gusset to make it look more like a shoe. So you need to remember that. I'm going to use the shiny side at the top. Now at the bottom, yeah, I'm using the shiny side as well, because it's easier to wash off if it gets stained up. I also could just a bag, small bag, so I'm not gonna put any bag feet at the bottom. But if it was bigger, I would put bag feet at the bottom of this one because it's so cute. Okay, so we're gonna do zip. I'm doing do I have white zipper tape? I do. Let me find it. I just saw the bag. So I just bought that white zipper tape. There's none in there. I must have put you with my zipper tape. Where you go, just right here. It should be right here. What's this? Another iPhone? No, one that I okay. I really don't do a lot of different colors unless I have a special bag ordered. But I know I have white because I just bought that one. I don't see it. Does that become? Let me see. I do have white, white and gold. I'm gonna just use this black and silver. Yes. So this is the zipper tape. It's gonna be the only black thing on this bag. I can make it to where you can't really see the black if I wanted to, by concealing the black by sewing it real close to the zipper teeth. Okay. I need the zipper teeth to be a little longer on both ends. That makes it easier for me. I do have white zipper. I think the teeth are gold, so that's the only issue. Let me see. I don't know if that's gold. There you go. Let's see. So it's white. Then it's like a rose gold. Now that might look good though with that pink. I don't know. I think it'll be okay. Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna do white. Because I think the black just stands out way. That's me being petty as hell. Yes, I know. But I'm a petty bitch. What doesn't matter? I just, yeah, I think that rose gold can kind of look a little pinkish. And so I think it's better than that standout black, you know, the black stands out. Even though I would, it is just a purse. I'm just so petty, baby. I'm petty. Now let me get some hardware. I think the rose gold will be okay with the pink. And so I need that. These are cost sliders. Uh-oh. I'm also going to have to cut a piece of fabric to make my tabs. That's okay, I could do that in a minute. So let's see if I can fit back in my tape bag. Maybe an inch bigger on each side and cut. I think that might be a little bigger than an inch on each side. That's okay. Don't want it to be exact because I have to put the zipper pull on. Let's make sure that meets again. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Okay. So now I need the other side to that, which be here. Okay. This is the lining. So what we're going to do is we're going to clip on because I don't use tape. Tape gums up my needle. I really do. I'm gonna have to meet y'all, and I'm gonna have to on my phone. Hey Siri.
Breezy, what's up?
I'm gonna see if I can stir this on here. But this is a lot. It's not as many as I mentioned before. I was talking about all of them from both sides. Okay, let's see if we can do it. Come on, change. Oh, damn, that's the front. But that was the front. The only reason that matters is the road open and close. I don't know if that doesn't matter. Oh, the land yet? Oh. I'm gonna get a plan. Get email. My phone. Oh, I'm looking for the phone. Let me see if I got a. They'll email it to me. I'm not sure if that email is connected to. It is. I should have gotten our inbox. Or something happened. Let's see, y'all. I gotta keep up on the news. Okay.
Some major updates coming out of New York City regarding former President Donald Trump and his New York versus Trump and the Trump Corporation lawsuit. Now, I'm going to be fair as I can. I'm going to go over the good, the bad, and the ugly. This is not an anti-Donald Trump or a pro-Donald Trump update. What we know so far is that a appellate court has decided, based on time frame and how long back.
I don't trust these people here. Man, these motherfucking people.
You're watching a legal breakdown. So, Glenn, we finally got a judge here making history against Donald Trump. What happened in court today?
Donald Trump was gagged. You know, we spent all this time talking about how judges should consider imposing a narrow.
Goddamn Kelly be lying there, so man.
Speech and on his posts, because he is forever, you know, endangering witnesses, prosecutors,
like
judges,
good.
jurors, and
trying to make sure I don't have too much space.
Presiding over Donald Trump's fraud trial in New York, is issued what I would call a snap gag order. Donald Trump posted a picture of Judge Engoron's law clerk, a picture that was taken with Senator Chuck Schumer. And he posted that, oh, This is Chuck Schumer's girlfriend mocking her, and then suggested it was a basis to have the case against him dismissed. Judge Engoron took the bench, I believe, after the lunch break today, and here is what he said. Quote, personal attacks on my members of my court staff are unacceptable, inappropriate, and I will not tolerate them under any circumstances. And he said, you should consider that. He added, there will be serious consequences if you violate or disobey this order. A dramatic moment, Brian. Let's hope this opens the floodgates for other judges to begin doing what the law allows, which is restricting Donald Trump's reckless, dangerous, false speech and posts designed to endanger witnesses and poison jury pools.
Now that the markers have been laid here, what will happen if and when Donald Trump violates his guidelines?
Go with when. I suspect finding Donald Trump, bring him into compliance. He can hold Donald Trump in contempt. He can impose sanctions for that contempt up to and including ordering him jailed for a period of time.
I'm gonna try to see if I can stitch this together.
Petition James brought against Trump and
If
Don
not,
Jr. and Eric
I'll do it
for their
tomorrow.
long-term rampant, horrific
Let's
business
see.
fraud.
Do a little test real quick.
It's a civil case, not a criminal case. I think that the judge in that context is far less likely to
Really
order
do
somebody
need to
in
use more
prison
clips.
or define a court order. But look, court orders are court orders, whether you're in civil litigation or criminal litigation. So,
I didn't put my
and how
what you call them in between yet. I will.
Judge
Oh,
Engoron reacted to this
I'm gonna have to do this again.
this step by Donald Trump could very
I
well
didn't put it in at the top,
fail as a sanction.
and I think I did say I was going
This
to.
might be way off base here, but is it possible that Donald Trump could incur some type of a criminal charge for putting somebody's life or minutes inside of the courtroom or for trying to intimidate a law clerk here?
Put that
And
in.
even though this is a civil trial, that the result of it could be a criminal charge.
Not sure if I want to put that in at the top.
Yes, so let me say, in theory, the answer is yes. In practice, the answer is probably no. When I say in theory, if we kind of tweak the hypothetical a little bit, if Donald Trump said, here's a picture of Judge Engoron's law clerk, take care of her,
Right.
mob speak for hurt her, I think that would be a chargeable threat. The fact that he posted something that mocked her and called her Judge Chuck Schumer's girlfriend and said that, this serves as a basis to dismiss his case, it's probably not sort of sufficiently threatening language to support a criminal charge. But, the flip side of that coin, Ryan, is when Donald Trump tells people things like, hey, your vote's been stolen, go to the Capitol and stop the steal. I think we all know he was inspiring and intending exactly what his supporters did that day,
Right.
which was violently attack the Capitol. So, it would take a pretty forward-leaning prosecutor to think about criminal charges. But you know what? Give Donald Trump time because we're still early in the trial.
Right, exactly. I think that this judge deserves a lot of credit here for taking immediate action to protect his clerk. But what does it say about all of the other judges in all of the other cases who have kind of sat idly by and watched Trump violate the terms of his release and opted to do nothing?
That's a great question. Don't get me wrong by this criticism. It's not criticism of Judge Engoron, but let's think about this first gag order. Why was it imposed? Well, because a judge was so outraged by Donald Trump endangering one of his law clerks that he acted instantly. Well, how many others has Donald Trump endangered? Witnesses, jurors, prosecutors, and judges and their staff and their respective family members. And yet no other judge felt moved or inspired to issue a gag order. So I appreciate that Judge Engoron did this when it involves someone that he was very protective of, seems to me we should be just as protective across the spectrum of all of the witnesses Donald Trump is putting in harm's way. Let me hasten to add, Brian, that after 30 years in courtrooms, I can tell you, judges are very protective of their law clerks, as well they should be. You know, law clerks are often volunteer positions. They can be intern positions. They can be salaried employees, but, you know, they're kind of the unsung heroes of the court system, because if they are being paid, it ain't much. And they are researching things for justice, they're drafting opinions, they're corralling the parties and making sure that, you know, the proceedings come off smoothly and without a hitch. So I understand why Judge Engoron was inspired to act immediately. I wish other judges would be inspired to act to protect all of the witnesses Donald Trump endangers.
Now, to that point of other judges, and this is building on what you had just alluded to previously, do you think that other judges will now be more likely to impose gag orders since kind of the first dominoes fallen here?
I do. I think this is a floodgates moment. You know, just as I maintained for a very long time, too darn long, that once one brave prosecutor stepped up and indicted Trump, you would see the floodgates open and you would see multiple indictments. Well, that's exactly what we saw. I think the same may be true now that one judge has broken the glass ceiling of gagging a former president and current presidential candidate. Now, and what Judge Engoron did in issuing this gag order is well within the law. He was entitled to do it. I have a feeling other judges will feel not just emboldened to do it or a little bit more comfortable doing it. They may feel like, you know, I had better issue some gag orders to protect the witnesses and the parties and others that Donald Trump is endangering in connection with the case that I'm presiding over. So I think there will be lots of appropriate pressure.
I know that's a little piece, but that piece is
Make sure
important.
they are also using the law.
It's going to help get the
the
phone.
tools available to them.
Also, if a cell phones kind of hit the top,
Again, in the
Yeah, that has
aftermath
some
of
protection.
what was day 2 of this New York
Some
Attorney General
padding.
trial regarding Donald Trump's fraud in his businesses, was there anything notable that stuck out at you?
You know, it was more testimony from the accountant and, you know, more recklessness by Donald Trump. But here's the other thing that definitely caught my attention. Donald Trump indicated a couple of times over, I will be testifying in this trial. Now, Brian, you know, I'm not a betting man. I wouldn't even bet the buck, my betting limit on Donald Trump testifying at this trial. But I think it's a good sign because he is so angered and so agitated by the sharply incriminating and damaging testimony that is unfolding in that New York courtroom that, you know, he has now proclaimed, I will testify, I will take the stand. Here's what's going to happen, I predict. As this trial wears on, Donald Trump will not testify because it would be a bloodbath for him if he did. And then here's what his lawyers will say at the end of the day to try to justify his flip-flop, you know, his decision not to testify. He'll say, well, you know, Letitia James and her attorneys failed to prove the case. And because they failed to prove the case, Donald Trump didn't even have to take the stand to try to rebut what was a losing case, a weak case. So we advised him he shouldn't testify. That will all be nonsense, of course, but that is how Donald Trump will try to weasel out of today's declaration that I will be taking the stand.
With that said, this is also the same team of attorneys who stood idly by and watched as Donald Trump attack the very judge who would be unilaterally deciding how much he would pay in damages and deciding the remainder of the charges against him right outside of his courtroom, inside of the courthouse. So you know, you're never going to lose money betting against the incompetence of Donald Trump's lawyers, I guess is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, and these are also some of the same lawyers, 5 of them that Judge Engoron sanctioned for their conduct during an earlier stage of the litigation in this case. They were each ordered to pay $7,500 in fines in sanctions. So, you know, they must be very proud of themselves.
Yeah, just a parade of terribles here, but you know what they say, play stupid games, win stupid prizes. So with that said, for anybody who wants to stay on top of this stuff as news continues to break in this trial here, make sure to subscribe. The links are right here on the screen. I'm Brian Tyler Cohen.
And I'm Glenn Kirshner.
You're watching The Legal Breakdown.
The judge that should be disbarred.
Well, this is off to a great start.
I was going to come out and say that, as you know, we're not at the time.
Uh-oh. I got that one a little wrong. Let me see. Nope, I didn't. Didn't go too far like I thought. I'm cutting this down a minute. Uh-oh, I forgot the big thing. I forgot to take this off. I don't need that. Really could take a lot of this off. Huh? I'm gonna leave it there. There's a little piece, but that's how small this is end up being once it's done. So, close to the middle. Again, I should not sew over it. Hopefully, I put it in there right. Put glue in there. Make sure it is in there right. Okay. Pretty sick yesterday, so something to do. Wow. I ate this one. It says 4 hours, but it's actually 12 hours. You know, it's if you lie.
Absolutely furious Donald Trump suit here. His criminal trial memification and criticism. Some right wingers furious that when the camera turned from Donald Trump over to the judge in the case, Judge Engoron, that Engoron was grinning. And we don't have that part of the video here, but many people were extraordinarily angry about that. This is a trial that continues today. Trump apparently is there. The trial is expected to last until December 22nd, according to Judge Arthur Engoron. And Trump wasted no time attacking everybody involved. But before we get to that, here's a statement from the New York Attorney General, Letitia James, who said what is being sent here as a message is that it doesn't matter how powerful you are. If you do things that are wrong, you're not going to be above the law. This is a good message. Take a listen to this. Oh, and we've got a glitchy video. Let's see if we can fix it. The occasional glitch. Here we go.
Have committed persistent and repeated fraud. Last week, we proved that in our motion for summary judgment. Today, we will prove our other claims. My message is simple. No matter how powerful you are, no matter how much money you think you may have, no one is above the law. And it's my responsibility and my duty and my job to enforce it. The law is both powerful and fragile.
So what I
And
had to,
today in court,
so
we'll prove our case. Thank you all for being here. And again,
this is the front.
justice will prevail.
And remember, the threat here is to Trump's business, which may indeed lose the right to operate in New York. That is what it is at issue. This is a civil trial. But nevertheless, Trump wasted absolutely no time attacking everyone involved just after leaving the courthouse. And we're going to talk about that next. One of our sponsors today is Relief Band. Relief Band is the #1 FDA cleared anti-nausea wristband, clinically proven to effectively prevent nausea and vomiting. Relief Band is a type of therapy called transdermal neuromodulation accustimulation. And in really simple terms, it's just a band you wear on your wrist that sends a gentle pulse to the part of your nervous system that regulates nausea. And there's been growing research showing that Relief Band can help with nausea from motion sickness, from pregnancy, and from all sorts of other situations. And a number of studies suggest Relief Band can help with nausea after surgery in conjunction with medication. Many people use Relief Band for nausea from anxiety or migraines, when you feel sick on a car or plane or a boat. It's simple, it's safe, it's drug-free, and there are no side effects. Relief Band has an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau with over 100,000 satisfied customers online. It's just a brand you can trust. You can go and read the reviews. Let Relief Band help you make nausea a thing of the past. You'll get 20% off plus free shipping when you go to reliefband.com and use the code Hackman at checkout. The link is in the description.
What? Say what? Go. What? No way. Here we go. Play head. No. No. No way. Here we go. Play. I don't play with no food. And you know it's gonna go. And here we go. It's food. And you know that nigga is a fool. Here we go. No way. Okay. Today, you know, I say what I say. Okay. No way. I play. And if you come in my motherfucking life, I'ma say what I wanna say. I'ma play what I wanna play. And it's okay if you wanna say bye-bye, bitch. If I don't give a fuck, hey, woo, anyway. Yeah, play. Center stage is where I go when I play. Cherry juice. And you know it's boots. With that big caboose, and you can see, and you where I play, you can see the way, play, play, say, any, mo. I don't give a fuck what you gotta say, ho. Get it, say, drop it low, ho, woo, and we go, oh, hit it, knock it down to the floor. And say I'm hotter, then I'm hot, and you know that, and you go, and you say, cause you know it's hot. Say, I'm okay.
The beat is hot, yo. I'm dropping down. I'm dropping down. Low to the floor, so. Woo. Anyways, babe. It's okay. If you wanna play, I will play with you, but you better stay away.
Yes. Um, mm. Amen. I feel you. And I go, I play it down. Mm, 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 mm. And I speak loud to you. I know I'm mm, 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 mm. Mm, 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 what it say? You know, I don't play, but you know that say from the NL to the DE, nobody wanna feel me, and don't make me pull it leaky, cause you're It's cute. Feel like I got a and no J, cause you know that I don't say I wanna say and you know that I'ma play when I wanna play. Mm, 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 mm. Feel like always do it, and I do it again. When it comes to this gusset, I cut it bigger than it needed to be cut, and now I'm over here acting like a book, but it's okay because I will tuck some of this shit away. I'm acting like it's booked up, but it's not booked up, but you know book. That's so cute, man. But I don't think I can sew it on this machine, you, because you know I'm wrong. And why I sing this song, because you know that I'm gonna do. That's just this is the hardest part, guys, because I do want it to lay. I want to lay right. I want to lay right, and I don't want to fight with the right or the left side, because you know like you stay, you know, feel like there is a yeah, it looks. Wait, does it look off? It does look off. Yeah. That's the part is the hardest, y'all. And I feel like I did a little too long, so I'm gonna have to just it. It is tight. And it's really the inside where I did cut it longer. But I'm gonna shorten it real quick. See if this will shorten it enough. Right?
Right, seeing like it may have been the yeah, I just didn't take that loose. See you in there. Put on. White YouTube. No, this will be done tomorrow. I don't know if I should zoom it back because I feel like it's actually the outside gusset. That's why I'm having my problem. But now I'm having more problems because of this, what I just did. Here we go. Set some of the stuff to the side. I do want to put in put a key ring. So a key ring we're going is like I think I just I'm not really too concerned, but I do have to measure this. The top is good. Oh no, okay, I did fix it. Okay. Yeah, I did fix it. And I turned, why did it look like it wasn't good? Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm about to say, why did it seem like? Yeah, I fixed it, but still feel like it's the I measure it. It was the top. What's the top, right? Let's do the back first. Oh. Wait a minute. What are we gonna do? We need to see. Let's see.
Will have to be. And I'll get it to make sure it's even. To do this. The hardest part. As far as I'm concerned, dealing with this gap is the best. Binding it. Okay, so I want to just use something as I can get. So I'm doing a half an inch. There we go. Get in there. Right. We have that line there. On that side. And so we do it here. And it's so long. Right. It's not. It's not. I would have made it easier if I would have closed stuff. If I did take a shot. Yeah, that makes sense. Yes. That's going to be crazy. Make sure you get it. We're getting it, y'all. We're getting it. You're getting it. We're getting it. We're getting it. We're getting it. Get.
I can't let that move right there. That's it, man. Feel like I made it too big. And I know exactly where I did it at. I don't know if I can. I can't correct it. I know exactly. But I always do it when I can actually do that. So I didn't use the full. In that. Do it. What did I do? I have to do it. It's right there. I'm very close to it. I need that. The pump right there, man. Let me see. It still works. Not as good as it could. It looks good though. I got it so close. Oh my god. I'm gonna do this all. real close. I'm gonna take the beach. Let's see. Well, more. Tiny little bit more. Tiny. There I go. I'll put that on top. Make sure that needle don't hit. I don't think needle hit. It's just machine can't handle it. That's what it is. And I'm trying to get it to do it. I'm gonna have to check it downstairs. No, I have no choice. Oh, did I know? No, that's right. So I shorten that by now I've got near close to it like I should have. I'm not doing it. We measure it tomorrow. Give me one. It was a little bit too big, just a tad bit. I think I resolved that. I prefer it to be a little too short. A little too big. I could deal with too short. I didn't not to do with too big. Measure. No. And let's do the same. Should still be the same, right? But maybe should be. And then it's off a little bit. Okay. I'm never doing. If I want to get across this, I'm going to do it downstairs. And do it here. I'm really not concerned with that though. To be honest. Deficit is always my downfall because I never do my seam allowance the way I should. I always feel like it's gonna end up too short. But like I learned, too short is better than too long. Too short is better than too long. Having issues. Yeah. You know. Think I'm gonna finish this tomorrow. I do need a seam ripper because remember I shortened this and now I have to let that out. Something deficit. I have no idea what the hell that is. Oh my God. I don't even know. What the hell? But letting shit place it go all over the place. Oh, am I letting up the wrong one? Yeah. Yeah, again. That don't make sense though, right? If I made this shorter and it worked, and then I made that shorter, why would it just be longer? Makes sense. Something not make sense. Where's the one? It's okay, Rob's tightening up the drawing. Never. Ooh, you turn that light off for me so I can see this thing? I can see this thing. Never mind.